What is up, guitar legends? Sam Wild here. We're looking at Rule the World by Take That today. This is quite easy to play on guitar, it's really nice. Capo is going to be on 2nd fret, alright? Now for the first part, for the first verse and pre-chorus, we can do a nice sort of finger picking, just to get a similar thing to the piano. We can't get it exactly the same, but it's going to be similar. Now you don't have to play exactly what I'm playing for this little section here, so feel free to change it, simplify it, do what you want with the fingers, it doesn't matter, but I will show you what I play. So have a look at this tab, alright? The actual verse is going to be A minor, to E minor, to D minor, back to E minor. Alright, and we're going to do that twice. So for the other verses, obviously we want to play these chords. For this first verse, still have these shapes ready as you're playing along with the tab. Alright, but we're only going to pick certain notes. So as you can see, for the first part, we are going to tuck the pick away with our first finger. Alright, we don't really need the pick for this picking part. You can put it down on your knees so you don't have to use your pinky. I just tuck it away so it's there. Alright, use your thumb on the bass notes and your other 3 fingers on the top notes. If you don't want to use your pinky, that's fine, just don't have the 3rd note, it doesn't matter. So as you can see, we have A string, and then we're going to take the first finger away for this first part, and we'll play the bottom 3 strings. We do them all at the same time. Then the first finger comes down, which gives us that number 1 on the B string, so we have, alright. Then we can play A string, G and B string and do the same thing. So I only get that E string on the first one, alright? So you only need the pinky once. Just like that. Then we have our E minor shape, but if you really want to get that nice little piano line, put the pinky down on the 3rd fret of the E string. You don't have to do that, you can just have open E, which is fine, but it gives a bit more melodic shape. Okay, again, thumb and bottom 3 fingers are doing this. Next chord we'll have is D minor. So for this one, I play all 4 strings to begin with. So the thumb has to move down to the D string here. And then I just alternate with the B string. But you notice the second time it's just thumb and pinky. Alright, so everything B string, then just 2 B string. Alright. Back to E minor. Now for this part you can just keep it more simple. E string, B and E string, and then alternate with the G string. You don't even need your, I don't use my pinky here, I just move up with the middle finger. So the whole thing we have and then we just do it again, right? Now when we get to the pre-chorus coming up here, the chord progression changes. We have D minor, do, re minor, lean away, fade away. So for this pre-chorus, I just keep it simple, okay? I just play the bass note, and then I do the bottom 2 strings with the G string, right? So you do it for D minor, then we have A minor, E minor, G. Alright, so this pre-chorus you can just keep more simple. Just B and E, G. B and E string, G string. B and E, and you just do it for the same, every single chord, right? You're just going to change where the thumb is for the bass note. So for D minor you're on the D string. A minor you're on the A string with the thumb. E minor you're on the E string with the thumb. Then just play G once. You can now get the pick. It was hiding before, remember? Now you can add it to strum through the G chord. Now for the G chord, guys, you can use this shape, but in the chorus you might find it easier to use this shape because we're going to have to go from F major and then we go into C. So it makes more sense to use this shape. If we're swapping from F and C, this shape is easier than this shape, but you can use either. It's totally up to you. Just try both, see what works for you. I tend to do G when I have time to change to it, but if I'm going from F, then I'll go to this shape. Alright, so that's verse 1. A little tricky because we have all this finger picking. The rest of the song is really, really simple. So now we are up to the second verse, right? Because after verse 1 we go into a second verse here, right? Now we can play full chords for the second verse, and we can kind of get the same emphasis as the finger style. So we're going dun, 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 dun. So I'm playing down, 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 loud, quiet, loud, quiet. So you're strumming on the beat, but just emphasize beats 1 and 3 here. The skies up above me. It's the same chord progression. We do it again. So bright, you blind me. Yeah, yeah. Then we have the pre-chorus. Don't close your eyes. Don't fade away. Don't fade away. Whoa. Now, when we get to the last 2 chords here, you can start to build it up, either on E minor or G. I tend to start getting the minor chord and then the G chord. Instead of playing loud, quiet, when we get to these chords, we can just play it down, 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 a bit more evenly, but we're getting a louder, right? Don't fade away. Oh, yeah, you and me, we can ride on the star. If you stay with me, girl, we can move on. Now you see what I mean about the G chord. Right, I had to change from F, so that G chord's easier. And then you go to C again, which makes it even more sense to have this G chord. So for this chorus, the strumming is fairly simple. We're just playing down, 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 bum, 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 bum. So we're emphasizing beats 2 and 4 now, where the snare is. So you can hear I go. I emphasize beats 2 and 4 slightly. You don't have to, but it just gives it a bit more rhythm if it's just you and the guitar. But you also want to emphasize those weird chord changes. Okay, so just kind of feel the music and this will just come naturally, but it's all just down, constant downstrokes here. In terms of the chords, we have C. Okay, for 4 beats. So take a look at this diagram, pause the video if you need to learn it. Then we have A minor to E minor. Alright, then we go to F. Now there's a few ways you can play F. I tend to do it like this. You can move the 3rd finger down, play it like that. You can also have a bar chord, but I tend to use this version here. Some of you might even just want to play the bottom 5 strings. Don't worry about the bass note, which is a little bit easier. Then for G, you can move up a little bit with those 2 fingers, and we have this shape. Now, like I said before, you can use standard G shape, but this one is a little smoother. It will sound smoother because the fingers are kind of already there. For those of you that want to take your playing to the next level, make sure you sign up to my premium membership website. You'll gain access to all my backing tracks, all of my lessons, and I'll teach you how to improvise, solo, and play advanced chords. Enjoy the rest of your lesson, guys. Now, the final thing we need to watch out for this chorus part is making sure that we change chords in the right place. So let me do this slowly just so you know where it is. We're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Alright, so there's a lot of little pushes on the 2 and there, which is a little strange if you're not used to doing that, so just bear that in mind. You might want to go through that very slowly to begin with. We do the chorus for a total of 2 times and then we are into verse 3. Now for verse 3, it is exactly the same as the other verses in terms of the chords, but we can kind of keep the intensity up a little bit here and we'll have a busier rhythm. So I like to play this for verse 3. Again, you don't have to, you can just keep it simple. But I tend to play down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, down, down. Because the drums are going. So I'm just kind of copying the drums a little bit here with the rhythm. So do this slowly. And you can hear I'm still emphasizing beats 2 and 4 here. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now we can do this for the whole of verse 3 and we can also continue it for the pre-chorus as well. Now you can still build up the volume as we come into this second chorus here. Alright, well done guys, we're almost finished here. Now we're at the second chorus, okay, which is the same as the first chorus. Don't have to worry about that. But then we have this kind of instrumental where you hear the guitar going bow, 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 bow. So, again, we can just keep playing the chorus chords if you want to keep it simple. But if you want to get that kind of solo in there, you can add it to the chord. So for C, you want to add the top F by flattening the finger, and then you curl it halfway through. Just so you get that. 1 and 2 and 1 and like that. Same thing with A minor to E minor. So for A minor, I flatten the first finger, but then on E minor, open E. Now here, we're gonna have to add it for E minor. And then go to like an F major 7. So this is the hardest part. So if you make the last E minor really short, you have a bit more time to change. Like that. And then for our G major shape, you can bring the pinky up 1 string, so you get that D note in there. It doesn't really matter for G major, you can keep G major the same, because you can't really hear the guitar and that part of the song anyway. So all together we have stars are coming out. Then we have this bridge, lighting up the sky tonight for you, all the stars are coming out tonight, they're lighting up the skies tonight for you, And we go into that final chorus. So for this bridge, you can just start with 1 strum per chord, 3, 4, then F, 2, 3, 4, then C. If you want to add things, just pick up on some strings. Now, for this second time round, when we get to C, 1, 2, 3, 4, then G. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to build it up. So they add on an extra bar of the G major chord there. So for C, you just do your strum per beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. For G though, we're going to go back to our driving 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Alright, there you have it, guys. Now all we have is a bunch of choruses. This song goes on for way too long, in my opinion. It's really long. We have chorus 3, then a chorus 4, then a chorus 5, then even a chorus 6. Alright, so basically 8 times, we're going 8 times around this chord progression, and then we finish on a C major right at the very end. Now, one final tiny little detail that you might want to add in, I kind of do this on the last chorus more than anywhere, but instead of just playing down, 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 whenever I get to beats 4 and, I actually add a little down up. So I'll play. I'm going down, 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 up, down, 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 down. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and a 1. So I just add that little up in there. It makes it easier to change chord for me, personally. But it just gives it a little more something. It just fills out the rhythm a little bit more. Alright guys, that is everything. But don't forget this far, the play along is coming up in the video now. So all you have to do is try and play through the whole song with me. Basically, any part that you struggle with, just keep going over that section. Make sure that you don't make the mistake of just playing from the beginning again and again, because then you get really good at the start and you kind of give up on the ending, right? Just keep practicing one section at a time. That's a much better way of doing it. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like now and make sure that you subscribe as well. Hit the notification bell icon. Alright, thanks so much for watching. Good luck with the play along, guys. I'll see you in the next video. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.